Hello all, myself Ashwin. I'm the chair IEEE SB LBSEK. Let me use this opportunity to welcome each one of you towards this session of Extreme Prep, which is an IEEE Extreme 18.0 training session conducted by the Computer Society Students Branch Chapter of IEEE SB LBSEK in collaboration with Kerala Section and IEEE Link. So, first of all, I would like to invite the speaker of the day, Mr. Muhammed Saood Chaudhary, who is the regional co-lead R10 IEEE Extreme 18.0. Welcome, sir. I would also like to invite the branch counselor of IEEE SB LBSEK, Mr. Renzi Sam Matthew, to this session. Thank you, sir. Last but not least, let me also cordially invite each one of you, the audience, the strength of this session for hearing and learning more about IEEE Extreme 18.0. I wish that each one of you are going to have a wonderful session. Thank you.
Thank you, Ashin, for your kind words. Now, I'm thrilled to introduce our speaker for today's session, Mr. Muhammed Saood Chaudhary, who currently serves as the IEEE Extreme Region 10 coordinator. We are grateful to have him here to guide us through this session. I hope this exciting session will serve as a valuable platform to enhance your preparation for the IEEE Extreme 18.0 journey. We are excited to have you with us, sir, and please, if you can, sir.
Hello everyone, am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, great. Thank you, Kerala section and Francis and Matthew and Sashi Krishnan and Jacob for this incredible opportunity for me to describe the actual event and the strategies to make it effective for the competition. Let me share my slides with you. Is my screen visible to you guys? Can someone confirm my screen is visible to you all?
Yes.
Okay, all right. So let's begin with the introduction of me. I'm Muhammed Saoud Chaudhary, computer system engineer, and I'm a data scientist, and I'm part of IEEE since 2020. And I'm with the stream with past 3 years. And last time I was the ambassador, and I also participated in IEEE stream. Here you can see that.
Hello.
And hello, am I
Sir,
audible?
there is a slight audio issue from your side. Clearly
Uh,
not audible. Just free.
wait, wait. Am I audible now?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay. So, uh, I was saying like I'm part of Listen 2020, and I participated in last year in the swimming competition and uh, 194 global rank. Then we will move forward towards our main topic and some resources where you can practice for the competition. And at the end, we'll have Q&A session. If you guys have any questions, kindly note and you can paste it in chat. So let's begin. What is IEEE Extreme? IEEE Extreme is an online competition for student members of IEEE where they can participate with the 75 plus countries in all over the world for the 24 hours where will have many questions, approximately 24 to 25 questions. Uh, and this is an online virtual competition you guys can have on campus as well. So there is no need to be specifically on physical or hybrid. It's up to the section or student branch. So format of the competition. It's a 24-hour competition and approximate every programming language is supported for the competition. You guys can code in every language you guys want. And in the start, there will be a two or three questions, and after every hour, one or two questions will be added.
Sir,
And there is no, yeah.
sir, still there is a slight audio issue. It's not clearly audible to us.
Okay, okay. Let me do. Am I audible now?
Yeah, no, okay. No.
Yeah, okay, okay. So that was my handpiece issues. So I was saying like there is no penalty of submission. Like in some competitions, you guys have penalty of -1 or 2 or 5 when you submitted the same code twice. There is nothing something like that in the IEEE Extreme. And once you solve the question, depend on the number of test cases and number of difficulty level, you guys have different marks. Like for each question there is 30 marks, and but for the difficulty level there is extra 70 points. And this difficulty level is decided by the number of participants solve that question. It doesn't necessary to be a problem really to be a difficult. We can say like in last hour there is a some exam question and that can be easy, but not maximum participant can solve, so that declare be a difficult question, and you will get 70 extra points for that question. So, and now let's see which type of questions do you really need to be prepare for the competition. And there you can see sorting, searching, dynamic programming, number theory, data structures, string manipulation. Mostly of the competition will be based on trees, sorting, array, pattern. There will be just three or four questions that needs to be dynamic programming or graph theory or hash. Maximum questions from the sorting. There will be question from probability and permutation as well, and there will be one question related to encoding and decoding. So that's the scenario for the IEEE Extreme. And let's see the how we can understand the problem statement effectively, how to solve the thing. First there will be an some text paragraph with the description of the coding problem, and so read thoroughly, see minor to major things in that paragraph, outline the inputs, output and constraint, what you need to print or what you need to return the value, which type of value you need to return, and see the edge cases in the examples. And now when you know these things, then you can have approximate idea which type of problem is it. Is it sorting, array, or it is string, it is encoding, decoding, it's data structure, dynamic programming, it's mathematical. What type of question is this? You will get an idea. So develop a rough algorithm on page, on mm, laptop, or wherever you feel easy, so that make the steps and pseudocode format or algorithmic format, then design the basic code for that. You guys can, it's kind of open book competition, so there is no need to use internet. There is resources you can use and you can discuss the questions. There is nothing like that, but copy pasting is prohibited in the competition. But other things you can take help from anywhere. And there will be some test cases given to you. Depends on the problem statement, how much difficult or how much lengthy or how much memory consuming is the test cases. And always remember, time complexity and space complexity will be very crucial for the every question. There will be some question where you can pass 6 or 7 test cases, but in total there will be 10 test cases. There you have to optimize the code. Here IEEE Extreme or any competitive programming competition will see how much efficient programmer you are. So let's begin with the some essential topics. And here is, you can see the format of which the how screen will be visible to you when there is a problem. There will be a title and time limit and memory limit, so you can have an idea how much test cases are we computational have. So a memory limit is not a problem, but time limit can be problem. But because some problem have long time to execute and there is many runtime things, so first read the description on the given problem statement. Then you have like in the first problem giving here is an Xtreme 14.0 and it's related to sorting. And here you have some members and you have to sort them in an order, like in increasing order. And like here you can see it's non-decreasing. So ultimately it's an increasing and you have to row, so it means we have to sort them. And we can have two inputs and number of members and their name and height in another input. So these are the inputs, and in return we have to give the list in the increasing order. So for this we can say we can pass any if you are using Python, Java, or, or C++, doesn't matter. So here we will see uh, like we can pass an empty array or list for this, and then using loop we can first print them all in the list. Then we can see the dictionary of that particular person. Like here is the key of the 180, 160, 220, 220, 180, and 180. So it will be an key for that person, and increasing order we can easily sort that out in Python, or we can use C++ code. For that we can in loop, and they will automatically convert into the increasing order and in separate lines. And if someone has same height, it will be in same line. So that would be an easy way to submit the question and pass to the next question. So we will move forward toward the next question. It's a string problem where you have given a statement like uh, uh, having a string as root can be anything. Like in the given example it's x a y b a b a. So and we have to given on second line an integer to that be the any value for the for um,
Hello, sir.
yeah.
We are not able to see your slides changing. Still format of competition, we are seeing.
So why you didn't tell me at that time? You could. I was talking. These were the slide last time you see.
Yes.
Okay. So thank you for reminding me. This is what I'm talking about. Like sorting problem, and this would be an interface of the question. And here you can see the title, time limit, and memory limit, where we have to focus on time complexity and space complexity. Here we have some description of the problem, and where you can see that we have, I was mentioning, it's non-decreasing order, and we have from a row, so it means we have to sort. This is standard input and output and constraint, where we have to follow these things for the optimal code. And you have example where you have input number 6, and there is 6 members and with their heights, and they sorted them out in according to their height. So that was the question we were discussing. So the next question was string problem. Imagine you have a big word like x, a, y, b, a, b, a, given an example, and you want to see if there is some smaller word inside it. We can make an combination, but in the same order. If we can say, like, if we can pass a, b, a, it's in same order or not. If it's not, then it would be an showing an error. Like if there would be like x, b, y, a, so it would be an error for that, and it will not print that string, that substring in that order. So for that, first we will check with the last column, last word. Then we will increase the second last and last, and then we take three strings, 3 digits. Then we take 4, 5, or till the first. Then we will see if that particular substring we given to them is in the same order as it's present in the main string. So it would be print one, or any that case will be present in that specific problem. So, and if that is not in order, like I said, x, y, a, b, b, something like that, then it would not print the correct output that we required. So that's the problem. These are the easy question, but it's specified that is medium level, because it that was the last question at the competition. So many members can't properly solve that question. So that it's an easy one actually. And then we have recursion. For the recursion question, it's in Xtreme 15.0, where we have to make an square matrix with the square matrix, obviously n, and where its determinant is equal to 1. And in for the determinant, there should be an triangular metric or diagonal metric. It's necessary for like something like this, where we have no idea which type of values we added. So here we need to add inputs, 3 inputs, like the number of rows, like 2 cross 2, 3 cross 3, whatever, and the remaining uh, inputs are the how much non-zero value will be the in the matrix. So like we can see it's 1 and 1. So in output it's 1 and 1, and will pass uh, empty array. We will pass an empty array first with zeros. Then we can iterate with each, populate with the uh, 1, 2, or we will check and we will implement some condition for its determinant is 1 or not, its diagonal, its triangular, upper triangular or lower, it can be anyone, it can be any. So then otherwise it will print -1. So that could be case if the determinant is not in one of that specific matrix, it would show an error, it would print -1 instead of that specific metric. So here, like you can see, it's in blue, so you can go to the wiki with that in link, and you can use any Stack Overflow, GitHub you guys want, or any documentation of that specific language algorithm. That's not an issue. So, and let's move forward towards the next question. It's a kind of binary search, uh, where we have to distribute the wood pieces among the slots to the maximize number of table crafted. Okay. So we have wood pieces, slots, and wood per table. And for that, first we initialize all tables from zero, maximum from indexes from zero. Then calculate the distribute the wood with possible exceeding piece, like how many ways we can distribute to each. So remaining would be exceed to the next one, like here they are saying p. And what would the p? P is the number of pieces of the wood given in that specific question. So, and after that, at the end, we will have to return the total tables from that particular number of woods we can made. Like here we have example 4, 3, 3, and 8, 8, and output it would show an number 2. So that would be an binary. We can use binary search, or there would be any search can be easily implement, but the optimal part of this is binary search. We can use different search algorithms, depends on the given conditions. When you read the statement, you can have somehow idea which type of problem and which algorithm we need to use for that problem. And okay, let's move towards the next problem. It's a disjoint set graph. Here we have in huh, here we have to find is there any loop in the water distribution map. Like we have to find the path of that specific thing. So it could be a graph problem, it could be a disjoint set problem. So here we have to read the number of test cases, and for each test case we read the number of vertices, edges, following by list of edges. We can make some on paper, like we can write vertices and edges on page to easily understand the problem. So we can use different uh, graph, like number of vertices connected to which edge, and number of edges, one edge is connected how many vertices. We can use depth force search, uh, or any brute force to check that optimal path for that specific, to find the loop or any odd thing in that specific graph. After when we process all the tests and on that specific graph, and we can say there would be an uh, any loophole here, and on each which vertex or edge it has loophole, so we can easily define that. And we have to just print them to the 1 or 0 if there is a loop, or will be no loop, so it depends on that. Okay, next question. Here they given us the tree, and that's a binary tree. So, and some examples and some question you will have that thing in, and it's an interactive. You can modify this tree on your own way to easily understand on that CS Academy platform. So here what they are demanding to the infinite number of level where vertices are labeled with positive integers in a level order fashion, and each node label start from the root and increase as you move down level by level. Your task is to find minimum distance between two given nodes A and B, and they will give us some specific nodes to find the minimum distance between them. So for each query, like if we can take two or three, two or five, five or 11, so we can take any two from that, and then we can use lowest common ancestor. We have to check which come first, like we can do the brute force here also, a brute force approach. So where you can find left to right, up to bottom approach, whichever approach you want to use. First, like we have distance will be set to the zero, while a equal to, not equal to b, if less than or higher than, then this can be the possibility. We can divide on that basis, like the tree we can divide if 2 or 7 it's less than or higher than second one. Then we will on left side, or which child node we have to go and not to go. This can, and the binary tree, this will be an easy task if it's not a binary tree and it's not in specific order. So it could be an difficult task to solve that particular problem. Here you some, like you don't need to be on one specific type of algorithm for specific question. You can hit and try, you can use hit and trial method for every question. If you have two or three algorithm in your mind, you can find their big O notation first on their from their algorithm. Then you can say which type of algorithm could be an efficient or optimal for that specific code. So like I just said, in the we have time limit of 1000 ms and memory limit. There is no specific space limit as per there is no code such that would take 256 mbs, but 1000 ms is not a big number for maximum number for dynamic programming graphs where you are using hashes. So that could be a difficult task for you guys when you are solving with the dp and hashes and tables graphs, etc. So here are some resources where you can practice the data structures problem. Here is an IEEE Extreme platform where, yeah, all previous questions are available, and there is a community forum also where you can discuss any question like other hacker rank, code forces, and code chef. There are some more that you can find on browser. So that's all from my side, and if you guys have any question, you may ask. As there is no question, I can assume you guys understand everything. and you guys can understand nothing. So let's have some question. Can we use a recursion with that specific space limit? Yeah, it depends. Either that question demanding that specific limit to we can use recursion. If there is no specific need, there will be some other approaches as well for that specific question. It depends how much in like you have when you have see constraints where you can have 1 to 1000, which type of any nodes and constraint you can have in mind for that specific problem. So according to that, you can use if there is crucial need of that particular algorithm. Yeah, specific topics like I already told might be that slide was stuck here. So you can use sorting, prepare sorting, searching. Linked list is not a necessary, but stacks, trees. There would be some one or two questions from hash map or dynamic programming or encoding decoding, but many questions from pattern matching and text parsing and probability or permutation can have two or three uh, problem set, and many problems from sorting, searching, and many questions use arrays, simple arrays, and greedy algorithm could be a very useful for that. And DP is not that necessary because it's not that kind of hard level competition, but there would be an 3 or 4 questions that could decide the top ranks. These are the some problem only minimum number of participants can solve. So you can focus on that on less basis, like main focus on sorting, searching, stacks, number theory, probability, pattern matching. So there will be some easy questions like only they need if else and simple loop. There could be a problem like that also, but some problems like uh, you need to encode some data from given number of ways and public and private key like we use in cryptography. That could be an 1 or 2 questions, but I will share that slide with you guys. Yes, you can get it on CS platform. I will share the PPT, and let me share. I will share the PPT with Jacob, and where you can see previous questions of IEEE Extreme from the beginning to the end. There is no limit to use only one method. You have to optimize your code. Like I said, there will be 10 test cases, and each test cases is difficult to pass from previous one. So obviously you need uh, optimize the code to get high marks. Like if question is obvious difficult, you get 6 test cases passed, you will not get the full marks. Like if the question is 100 marks, you will get uh, 50 or 60 if you passed all the test cases of that specific problem. You will get high marks, otherwise you will have low marks on that specific question. And when suppose let's this disjoint set problem, if everyone solve that problem, then that extra marks would be 1 or 2. That could not be 30. There will be not 0, but there would be an 2 or 5. That could be on fraction as well, on depend on number of submissions done from participants. Jacob, is there any more questions or we can wind up?
If anyone has any more questions, please do feel free to use the chat box or unmute yourself. Okay, I think that's it. Now I would like to invite Professor N.C. Sam Matthew, Branch Counselor of IEEE Student Branch at LBS College of Engineering, Kasaragod, to deliver the felicitation. Sir, please.
Good evening, everyone. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
So, I'm very happy to be part of this uh, preparation program for the Xtreme 18.0. In fact, last year I was a proctor. I hope you know that for this competition, from the institute level you have some proctor, and I was also a proctor for this competition. And in fact, I also could. I am also able to see the questions, and I am also able to solve and submit the question. So I also made a try in this competition. I am not a very expert in that, but I could solve. I am very happy that I could solve at least the first question. And the interesting part of this competition is that we can get to know about a lot of problems, problem statements, uh, and they are all really interesting to solve. Uh, so I think we had some 50 or more participants here, and this is a competition where you can uh, try your skills, and not only try your skills, but know what are the different problems which can be asked, maybe, and it will be helpful for your later career, as well as your preparation for future, and maybe for some other competitions and all. So I would encourage each one of you to register for this competition and participate. uh, Maybe we will not win the prize, but our participation is most important. So I would really encourage each one of you to register and participate in this competition, uh, and develop yourself. And not only in this year, in the years to come, you can also participate. I'm very happy that Muhammad Saood Chaudhary, he was willing to come and share his experience, and share how to prepare for this competition. So, on behalf of the IEEE student branch of LBSEK and the Computer Society student branch chapter, I want to really appreciate Muhammad Saood Chaudhary for spending the valuable time here and sharing the experience and motivating our students. Thank you from my part, and from the part of my student branch chapter. And I am wishing success for all the participants, and for this competition. So please participate and gear up and participate for this competition. All the best for each one of you. Thank you from my part. Bye.
Thank you, sir. Next, I would like to invite Jacob George, the chair of IEEECS Student Branch LBS CEK, to say word of thanks. Jacob.
Yeah, thank you, Alicia. Before that, Muhammad Saud, sir, there is a question in the comment box.
Okay, okay. Uh, I use Python, and why? Because I am a data scientist and I use Python for my daily use, so I'm proficient in that, and that's why. If I can use Java as well, but I was alone in that. I was alone participate from as a team, so in that I can advise like if there is a team of three, so you can have Java, any person who can code in Java, C++, or Python. So that would be an easy, like no, just C++ or Java on whole team. So you can distribute your questions and solve in that specific order on what you're on. But you can use any question. But Python is slow, I know, but uh, as I am daily use, I am much proficient in that specific language. That's why I use Python. Yeah, that's completely okay if you don't know the whole Python. No one can know whole Python uh, in their life. Even the developers that made them don't know the everything. They're still doing things in that particular language. So you can have basic idea of that specific topics that I mentioned. So like there is resources available on the internet. There is some blogs resources that you can read or implement on the day of competition. That's not necessary like you have to know everything for the competition. If everyone knows everything, then it's not a competition. So, and like the sir said, it's an huge number of problems. Like in mostly competition there will be an only 4 or 5 questions, and 5 1 is a difficult, first two is easy, and third or fourth is the medium. And here your all test problem solving skill will be tested when you have to wake up for the 24 hours. I wake up for 20 hours uh, continuously for the competition. That would be an amazing, and I will appreciate if you guys participate and enjoy the competition. Just do not focus on the winning. Enjoy the competition. Enjoy the problems. Understand the problems. You guys have much more chances in future in next years for the win. So that's some plus point from my side.
Any more questions you can ask? Otherwise, I going to my part. So good evening, everyone. Myself, Jacob George, IEEE-Extreme 18.0 Student Branch Ambassador and IEEE Computer Society Student Branch Chapter Chair. It's my privilege to deliver the vote of thanks for today's Xtreme-Prep session. First and foremost, I would like to extend my heartfelt gratitude to Muhammed Saood Chaudhary for sharing your expertise and valuable insights with us. Your session has undoubtedly equipped us with essential strategies for the IEEE-Extreme 18.0 competition. Thank you, sir. A special thank you to Ashwin E, Chair of IEEE Student Branch, LBS College of Engineering, Kasaragod, for your warm welcome speech, and Professor Ranjisam Matthew, Branch Counselor, IEEE LBSCK, for your valuable felicitation. I'd, al- I'd also like to take this opportunity to highlight the success of the Coordinate 8-day programming bootcamp that we recently organized by IEEE Computer Society. Um, all the participants worked diligently, and we got registrations of about 158 plus, and around 16 plus project submission we got. So all the participants work diligently, and I encourage you all to continue your momentum by practicing previous year's IEEE Extreme questions. This will sharpen your skills and prepare you to tackle the competition with confidence. And thank you all for your active participation today. I wish you the very best for the upcoming IEEE Extreme training sessions, and of course the main competition itself. Keep practicing you and stay focused. Thank you.